Hello gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Empowered Rants. Today I wanted to discuss with you the phenomenon known as the Karen. Now for those who may not be aware, the Karen is basically some middle-aged old white sea hag between the ages of about approximately 35 to 45, thereabouts. They're almost always post-wall women, the walls smashed into smithereens and kingdom come, so they probably have a husband that's a total cuck, or they're single, bitter baby mamas, or hell, they may not even have any children at all. Either way, they are the same in the sense of how they act. Now, when it comes to dealing with a Karen, you need to protect yourself. Oh sure, she may not be as dangerous or radical as those neon-haired she-devils that comprise the extremist arm of the third wave, but they are dangerous nonetheless. They are just looking for a reason to start drama and cause chaos for any unsuspecting man that happens to stumble upon the crosshairs of a Karen. And if you're not careful, you can and will pay the price. They just love to start drama. They like to snitch on you. You know, there was an instance I was reading some time ago where there was a Karen that snitched on a 7-year-old girl operating a lemonade stand without a license. Yeah, she called the cops for whatever bullshit reason. She tried to hide her face because she was being filmed. She snitched on a little girl, and the little girl didn't do anything wrong. There was another instance where there was a UPS driver delivering packages in some middle-class neighborhood, and again, another Karen pulls the same shit. She thinks that he's under the influence of something, so she decides to call the cops on him. Even though he was in uniform, he was getting out of his truck, he was doing his job. Okay, he was doing his job, but for some reason that bitch decided to pull the shit, snitch on him, and call the cops, which was a total waste of time. Now, remember in my video, The Nawalt Facade, how I said that female nature is universal? The Karen is no exception. The Karen is a very dangerous breed of woman, and if you're not careful, well, you will find yourself in a world of hurt. I can promise you that. The Karens lurk everywhere, and there's usually ways to spot a Karen. She's usually middle-aged. She's probably out there starting shit, looking for reasons to bitch. It doesn't matter what they're going through. They just like to look for reasons to bug people. A Karen is usually a busybody that can't mind her own business, so she looks for ways to start drama. She looks for ways to start problems with people. And a Karen, like I said, is a middle-aged white woman. She can't mind her own business to save her ass. She always has to be out there starting shit. You see, that's what bugs me about women, and especially the Karen. The Karen just has to go sticking her nose into other people's businesses where she has absolutely no idea, or absolutely no, she does not know what the hell's going on. She just has to go around and be a fucking busybody, causing problems, wasting police time, wasting other people's time, but she doesn't care. She's an entitled bitch who probably thinks that she's all that in a bag of chips. But whatever, man. The Karens are just stupid. And like I said, you gotta be careful and you gotta protect yourself. You are under no obligation legally to provide a Karen your name. If you're not breaking any laws, then, and you're doing everything right, then you can basically legally tell her to go fuck herself. Because I guarantee you, she's just a busybody, and she's just looking for reasons to try to get your ass in trouble because she likes to start shit. She likes to create drama. She likes to create chaos. I mean, you know how these women are. The Karen is just the latest and greatest trend to all that shit. They're the newest thing to come up now. My God, man. These fucking Karens. I honestly laugh when I see them on videos. I can't take these bitches seriously to save my life. I mean, the fact that they just go around causing shit for innocent people, you know, more so men, it's like, lady, get a life, okay? Take your head out your ass, go get some dick, or go to the gym or something, okay? No one wants you around. You're just a good-for-nothing entitled bitch with an ego the size of the United States. You think that the world revolves around you when it doesn't. Get a life, get some friends, and stop causing problems for other people, okay? No one cares about your bullshit. unless people are out there actually threatening you, unless people are out there actually committing crimes like robbery or murder or something, then I can understand. But if you're just being a nosy busybody, if you're just being nosy and if you're looking for a reason to snitch, fuck right off, do a 180, and walk your wrinkly, sea-hag bitch ass the fuck back where you came from, because nobody cares and nobody wants you around. No prudent person would pull that shit unless they were bored. Okay, good upstanding people look for reasons to stay busy, and those reasons do not involve snitching on other people, especially men. Are you that sexually frustrated that you have to go around and just fucking snitch on guys to the cops? You stupid fucking bitch, dude. No one cares about your ass. But anyway, like I said, they just love to start drama. Many of them could be racist. It's from what I've been seeing, it's usually older white women against people of color. And I'm not here to try to play the race card. I don't really fuck with Republicans or Democrats. I'm a more middle of the road centrist type of guy. So, but I will call racism out when I see it. And I'm not here to play the race card or anything. But I have seen some videos and I've seen some evidence of that. The whole, why don't you go back to where you come from? Or why don't you go back to your own country? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. And these women, they also love to play the victim too. Just like any other feminist, they always gotta stir the pot, play the victim. And if you're not careful, well, they'll call the cops on you for whatever reason. Now, when it comes to identifying a Karen, they're usually relatively easy to spot. They're, like I said, they're middle-aged, post-wall women, most likely sexually frustrated, or they have the kids, whatever reason, they're just bored, they just like to start problems. So if you ever find yourself with a possible Karen, know that she's usually a middle-aged white hag. She could be alone or she could be with her husband. She could be out there for whatever reason. She's always on the prowl looking for reasons to start shit. You might be able to find them maybe in a park, like with that one Amy Cooper bitch, if that was her name. That's one Karen. You could also find them at a gas station or at an upscale neighborhood. If you see a middle-aged white hag, that looking suspicious for whatever reason, if you see her looking at you, just don't even acknowledge her presence. You are under no legal obligation to validate their existence. You don't have to talk to them. They're just regular citizens. You don't have to be polite. Just treat them like they don't even exist. Because like I said, they're all just a bunch of princesses deep down. I mean, if you look at a Karen, say, 65 or whatever years old, I want to say between, like I said before, 35 to 50, they're usually 15-year-old little prima donnas deep down inside. I mean, female nature is universal on that front. So you just got to be careful. You have to protect yourself. Make sure that you have a body cam in case you come across a Karen that's just looking to start shit. If you have a smartphone, it's good to live stream on your Facebook so that way you can have evidence if and when the cops are called. And most times the cops are called, so the best thing to do is just kind of keep your head down and mind your business. You're not doing anything wrong. She's the one that's in the wrong, but with our wonderful society that's gynocentric as fuck, you gotta really protect yourself as a man. I mean, and even white men could be victims of the Karen. It's not just black men or men of color. I'm sure there's white men out there that have been the victims of some crazed Karen. So just make sure that you have a body cam. If you can, live stream the event on your Facebook so that way you can have evidence. If you are being approached by a middle-aged woman and she is being a busybody, she's asking you a bunch of personal questions, or know that you are under no legal obligation to speak to her. I repeat that again. You are under no legal obligation to speak to her. She can mind her own business. You can basically tell her to go fuck herself. But if she does look suspicious, just pull out your phone and start recording it. Start live streaming it on your Facebook so that way you can have evidence if the cops get called. It's just something to help you protect yourself. Karens come in all shapes and sizes, but it's always knowing, you just got to know what to look for, you got to know what to watch out for, and you got to know how to protect yourself. Because these Karens are professional victims. They are the pro victim. They're post-wall. They've been smashed to hell, so if you're not careful, you will pay the price. Anyway, that about wraps it up for the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more content. Donate to my Patreon. Videos like these are made possible from your viewership. I thank you very much for all your support, and I'll see you next time.